Well, the umpires got here a little before I came back from running in, so I had to refill my water and come back out to the Vanguard softball field. And so we are indeed underway here on this Wednesday morning. Playoffs are here for the Summer League of Fast Pitch United as the Golden Bay Collegiate League hits the field in a double elimination format. The Wild regular season champs taking on the fourth-seeded Ducktown Quacks, who picked up their third win yesterday. Got a couple new players and a couple players back today, so we'll see. Maybe an upset in the making. That's outside for a ball. Sofia Garcia throwing for the West Coast Wild, wearing the black and red. The Quacks in the multicolor and white had Rain Althouse for out number one. That one low. Comstock throws to second, and that will be not in time.
Sorry, I'm late, boss. Oh.
You're fine. That one grounded in the infield, and it will be an infield hit. Justin Burtis with you here on this Wednesday morning. Happy to have you alongside for the first of three games, and the Quacks are threatening to score first here in the top of the first. That's a second ball to Gabby Taronis. Althouse led off and got out. Presley Lawton reached base on a walk. Kate Hardy reaching there on the infield dribbler. And then Gabby Taronis. And then a new player as that's in there for strike one. In Shinko, then Savannah Mitchell, McGowan, Reagan Johnson, and McCarl rounding out the order for the Quacks. Taronis right back to the screen. Sofia Garcia in the circle, throwing to Austin Comstock on the plate. Harper Campanella at third, and Addison Myers at first. Lily Rice at second, Maddie Lardizabal at short, Jada Montoya in left, McKenna Dare in center, and Leah Griffel in right. That is strike three to Taronis, who is out number two.
The first and the fourth seed is so rough.
So I'll bring up one of the new players here for the Quacks. First pitch foul towards Mitchell on the on-deck circle. That will be strike number one. Danielle Shinko is looking for a new softball home as the freshman hits it into center field. The Quacks strike first. It's 1-0. Shinko delivers the RBI single back up the middle.
That's it.
The ex-Academy of Art Urban Knight softball player. Don't know if she has landed a new college play or if she's sticking at Academy of Art. They, of course, closed down their athletic program. That's a strike to Savannah Mitchell. But if she is looking to transfer, that's a nice way to get on the board. An RBI single puts the Quacks ahead 1-0. That is straight back to screen. Mitchell makes it 0-2 on the foul.
Getting them in. Right to your face.
Coming right back at you, huh? Another foul from Mitchell keeps her alive. misses for a ball. 1 and 2. Garcia entering with a 1.36 ERA and a 4-0 record with a save. 43 hits. That one has popped up. Oh, it's coming over. Oh, it stays in, and Comstock stays with it and catches it right at the fence to retire the side. I thought it was coming over. I was going to protect Jess over at the stats, but and Honey, more importantly. No, just kidding.
I'm protecting Justin.
That's fair. There we go. You got to look out for each other over here. 43 hits given up by Garcia, 15 runs, of which 7 have been earned, 9 walks, and 14 strikeouts. And now her and the Wilder to the batter's box. Jada Montoya lead off, followed by Maddie Lardizabal, Austin Comstock, McKenna Dare, Harper Campanella, Addison Myers, Lily Rice, Sophia Garcia, Marina Egbert, Leah Griffel, and Mackenzie Warner in the final spot in the order, hitting 11th. For the Quacks, it will be Lyndon McCarl, new player out of Thousand Oaks, California, and the recently completed freshman from Harvard will throw from the circle. She made 10 appearances for Harvard in the 2025 season. 3.94 ERA and 10 2/3, 15 hits, 7 runs, 6 earned, 3 walks, and 4 strikeouts. Facing 53 batters across those 10 appearances. She'll be throwing to Gabby Tronis out of San Diego State. Then Savannah Mitchell is at first, Reagan Johnson at second, Kate Hardy at short, Althouse at third. The left field position will be held down by Maya McGowan, with center field being Presley Lawton, and Grace Diaz is in right. Jada Montoya leading off, and the Harvard Southpaw brings it home outside for a ball. Team batting .322 with 138 hits, 93 singles, 28 doubles, 11 triples, 6 home runs, 77 runs batted in, and Montoya enters the day hitting .304, 2-0. With 14 hits, 13 singles, 1 triple, 1 run batted in, and second on the team with 15 runs scored from the leadoff position. That's what you want from your leadoff hitter. 2-0 on its way. Down the middle, strike 1. Two hits in the inning for the Quacks and 2 runners left on base. And that is ball 3. 3-1. The Quacks ahead 1-0. Scored first yesterday and held on for a win against the Salty Waves, as that's a 5-pitch walk to Montoya.
What was the 5th pitch? Was it
Ball.
a foul?
Ball. It was ball, ball, strike, ball, ball.
Strike. I missed the strike.
Yeah.
I was like, no, what was the... Oh, I get what you're saying. What was the not ball?
Brings up Maddie Lardizabal. First pitch, this is for a ball. Quacks winning 3-1 yesterday. And the West Coast Wild, that is 2-0 now to Lardizabal. Won 2-1 against the Crush. Lardizabal swings and pops it up left side. Could be trouble, but Hardy tracks it down and makes the catch for out number 1. Artizabal entered hitting 442. Austin Comstock leading the team at 475. First pitch, missed. 19 hits, 16 singles, a double, a triple, a home run, and tied for the team lead with 12 runs batted in is Comstock. 9 runs scored. OBP of 543 this summer. Looks at strike one, inner half at the knees. Twelve stolen bases for the Wild as a team, 7 of them coming from Montoya. She is off and holding at first as that one misses outside. Another warm and clear day here in Costa Mesa. That is ball 3. 3 balls and a strike. Lefty on lefty matchup here. Set. And the pitch is hit foul by Comstock. Inside, jammed. McCarl will stand back on the stripe. Starts with the left leg forward. Rolls into this one. Hit right side and into right center field. It's rolling all the way to the fence. Montoya is hustling around third. Comstock into second. The throw skittering to the fence. A bad throw will give her third in a tie game.
Double and then error.
Yeah, so double and then bring her home on same play. And then on fielding error by who threw it?
Yeah, it came in from center.
Yeah, Watson. Or, no, yeah, Reagan. Yeah.
I think she.
Yeah, relay, yeah. McKenna Dare takes a ball. 1-0. Comstock with her 13th RBI, second double. Montoya scoring and getting to third on the throw error by Johnson, who's the relay from center field. That's a strike. 1-1 to McKenna Dare in a 1-1 game. Dare hitting 348. 7 singles, 6 doubles, 3 triples, 11 runs batted in, 16 hits, and 46 at-bats. 11 runs batted in. Comes up empty, 1-2. Teammate Harper Campanella on deck. 1-1, 1 out. McCarl on its way, outside. 2-2. Pitch on the way. Riser misses high. Full count.
Good girl.
Delivered. Swing and a miss. And a very good strikeout as McCarl brought the riser high and away, and Dare went after it. Comes up empty. 2 down. Comstock still up third for Campanella, who's hitting 405 now. 17 hits and 42 at-bats. Looks at strike one. 8 singles, 6 doubles, which is tied for the team lead. 2 triples, 1 home run, and 10 runs batted in. Campanella, strike 2 over the outer half. No swings yet from the Wild second/third baseman. McCarl looking to get out of the inning, and a check swing. Yet Campanella put it exactly where the ball was going, so it tinks off the bat. Still 0-2. Next one, Reach for right side in the air, and Diaz coming in now puts on a little more speed and secures the catch to retire the side. But a walk and a double, a hit and an error in the inning make it 1-1 as we head to the second. First pitch, and that is Maya McGowan taking a ball. Or is that a strike? Strike, sorry. Next one on its way. That one misses for ball, so it's 1-1. McGowan hit 466 and 103 at-bats at Poway softball. The senior had 48 hits to lead the team, 33 runs batted in, also leading with 5 doubles and 10 home runs. Grounds that one to third, though, and Campanella has it for out number 1. The incoming freshman headed off to UC Berkeley. And that will bring up Reagan Johnson with 1 out here, top of the second.
Rain is so kind. She's always cheering.
Outside, strike 1. Johnson standing in with 5 hits and 36 at-bats for 139 average, 4 singles and a double. Hit over 400 in her senior year in high school in Utah, but looks at strike 2.
She never looks ready to hit. She never looks like ready to hit. And she watches this.
0-2 on the way, and a little late from Johnson, but does foul it out.
I don't think he came back. I think he stayed in.
Like, how high off the wall?
Yeah, it almost did.
Still 0-2. 1-1 game. The winner will play tomorrow morning. That one stroked to short, but Lardizabal is there. Good catch and throw. That is 2 ground outs to open the top of the second. Winner of this one will play tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. And the loser will play in the final game of the day. Sorry, that did sound a little harsh, but true statement. Will play at the final game, which I believe is around 2:45. Strike 1 to the pitcher, McCarl. From the hitting side, That is a ball. Did not have a hit, and I do not believe made a plate appearance for Harvard. Swinging a foul tip. Did make a put out over her 10 appearances from the circle, but no hitting stats for the Crimson player. Looking at a 1-2 count. Some of the pitchers here in this Golden Bay Collegiate Summer League enjoying some time hitting, as they don't get to at their collegiate homes. It's now 2-2. The windup, and Garcia misses low and in, so it's a full count now. And if you think the playoff action is going to be fun this year, then the sign-ups are out next year for the 2026 edition, as that is strike three over the outer half. And we'll come back to that thought at the end of the mid-inning break. It's 1-1. Garcia sets him down in order. We'll be back in the bottom of the second.
That's crazy.
Bottom of the second, and that is Addison Myers leading off for the Wild.
She's like, sometimes doesn't want to go.
Myers hitting .311 with 14 hits, 10 singles, 2 doubles, a triple, and a home run, and tied for the team league with 12 runs batted in. Hit to the left side, and Hardy on a pump. Froze, and just in time. Oh, Myers thought she was safe, but by half a step or less, it is out number one. Nice turn by Hardy, the UMass Lowell player. Even though a slight pump with the right arm before she unloaded it to first, still got there in time. Brings up Lily Rice, who's hitting .306 with 9 singles, 2 doubles. 7 runs batted in, 11 hits, and 36 at-bats. Takes strike one. Oh, that's table leg. That one misses for a ball. McCarl working now with a 1-1 count. Did you get the ground out?
Oh.
Ground out to short.
Oh, sorry.
And then a foul. There we go. That one fouled away by Rice. 1-2. So again, if you like what you've seen from the United Fast Pitch Summer League. The 2026 registrations will come open, and the regional champions, there'll be 4 different sites across the country again, with teams just like this Golden Bay League, as that's never foul. If you are interested, 2026 signups will be out, and the format next year will be with a World Series on the offing. If everything lines up, the winners from each of the 4 locations will meet for a championship finale in a site to be determined. So keep up with, as that misses for a ball, Fast Pitch United, and look out for an even bigger tournament in 2026. 2-2 to Rice. The windup, and it's high for ball 3.
Work off.
Count is full. 1 out here in the bottom of the second. Each team with a run. On its way. Swing and foul tip. Full count. McCarl has the sign. Rolls it in. Popped up. In play. Mitchell. And just in the webbing is able to squeeze and hold on to it for out number 2. 2 up, 2 down for McCarl, and Sofia Garcia, the starter, will take her turn from the batter's box. 281 hitter and 32 at-bats, 9 hits, 8 singles, a double, 4 runs driven in, and 3 runs scored. Garcia, outside for ball 1. On its way, and that's a little pop-up in front of second. Hardy can only let it fall and cannot make a throw, so an infield hit for Sofia Garcia, the second of the game for the Wild. Her 10th hit of the summer, and she showed her wheels as it just was lazily dropping in front of second, but none of the middle infielders can get there in time. Brings up Marina Egbert, the NYU pitcher, with 10 hits and 37 at-bats. Swings first pitch, wall and foul. 6 singles, 3 doubles, a home run, and 6 runs driven in for Egbert, who does not have an official college at-bat in 4 years. Will be starting her 5th and final this upcoming spring season. McCarl ahead 0-1, brings it over the outer half. Egbert takes strike 2.
He's still being a good hitter.
Runner at first. And same pitch for McCarl, but this time it slides off the plate. A ball and 2 strikes. McCarl with 4 strikeouts. Her first coming against St. Joseph's on March the 1st, and that's a pop-up foul territory again. Mitchell is there, and she makes 2 catches in foul territory in the inning, with Garcia stranded at first, and McCarl with a minimum 1 strikeout in the 4 games that she got, with 1 strikeout in 4 different games across those 10 appearances. Now has the game headed to the top of the 3rd, and it is 1-1, a hit and the runner left on base there in the bottom of the 2nd for the Wild.
I'm here.
Rain Altos leading off in the top of the third.
For what?
1-1. Slow roller, right side, Althouse hustling, but it's not going to be in time. Rain tried to beat it out,
Where
but
did it go to?
is now 0 for 2. Rain entering is an 0.75 hitter. Second base. Presley Lawton reached on a walk last time up. Lawton 297, 11 hits and 37 at-bats, 10 singles and a triple, 6 runs driven in.
We had a speed radar. It wasn't anything to watch.
Lawton from University of Oregon. Did not feature a ton for the Ducks as that's blown away. Who had a nice run into the World Series. 2-0 to Lawton. 5'5" freshman from Medford. 9 runs scored in 25 games. That's to third, and Campanella completes it for out number 2. Kate Hardy leading the team in average for all the players who have appeared more than 3 times. Hitting .421 with 15 singles and a double in 38 at-bats. 8 runs batted in for Hardy. The UMass Lowell player from Alexandria, Virginia, hitting .205 in 2025. Tailing left side. 16 hits and 78 at-bats, including 3 doubles. 7 runs batted in. 18 walks to 20 strikeouts. Had a 2-hit game against Austin, PA, March the 8th, and 2 RBIs against UMBC on May the 2nd. As some of her season highs. Lefty swings and sends it right back into center field. She's 2 for 2. Hardy makes it 3 hits in the game for the Quacks. Gone for a few days was Gabby Taronis. This is her 10th game played, and in a 19 at-bat, she has 5 hits, 2 singles, and 3 doubles. 1 run batted in for the San Diego State player. Riser misses for a ball. Hardy at first. Taronis on deck. 7 stolen bases in 9 tries for the Quacks. It won't matter here as that one's drilled to center field to the track. Dare has it for out number 3. Probably a home run anywhere else, but the lawn fences here at Vanguard mean that that one was about 210 or thereabouts, and still inside the park for Dare to corral. A hit and runner left on base, headed to the bottom of the 3rd in a 1-1 game. Leah Griffel leading off for the Wild here in the bottom of the third. Griffel standing in with a 111 average, 3 doubles and a single and 36 at-bats, and is ahead of the count 2-0. 2 runs driven in, 2 walks, 10 strikeouts for the catcher right fielder who started in right field here for the West Coast Wild. Ball 3 to Griffel. West Valley College went 42-5, losing in the second round of the state championships for Griffel, who hit .214 in 12 games, 3 hits, 5 runs scored, and a double, 4 runs driven in. Takes the gimme, 3-1. And I forget if she's a freshman or a sophomore, but either way, we'll be looking at some point for a new softball home once she finishes up at West Valley. Swing and a foul. Full count. It'll be her, then Mackenzie Warner for the Wild. And back to the top of the lineup. A very nice game so far between these two sides. The Quacks getting some positive energy from the win yesterday over the Waves. Blown away for a ball. Griffel, first time up, aboard with a walk for Mackenzie Warner. Pitcher, first baseman, enters with a 200 average, 4 singles and a double in 25 at-bats, 2 runs batted in. Out of Buena Park in JFK High School, 1.62 ERA, 2-0 for Warner. Swings and drills at the left center gap. That is deep. That is headed to the fence, and it is reeled in by Lawton. Woo! And the Oregon Duck flew quite a ways from almost straight away behind second base to get to that U/A area on the left center field fencing. And Warner, again, home run anywhere else, ripped it to left center, but it's a long fly out for out number 1. Great hustle by Lawton, and staying at first is Griffel. Back to Montoya, who had a walk. Her first time up. The Northern State University player, Warner, out for number 1. Montoya looks at ball 2. South Mountain Community College, team going 33-26, hit .405, did the sophomore from Pueblo, Colorado. 51 hits, 68 hits, and 168 at-bats. 14 doubles for Montoya. Runner on first, 1 out, and a walk. So she is aboard both times via base on balls. Maddie Lardizabal hit .167, 9 appearances for Clemson. Her 1 hit was a home run, and she, on the summer season here in the Golden Bay Collegiate League, has a pair and 10 runs batted in, hitting .442, swinging a foul off the mask of Toronis, 0-1. Lardizabal with 19 hits, 11 singles, 3 doubles, 3 triples, 2 homers, has scored 12 runs. The second in the league with those 2 homers. Had one the other day as the go-ahead run for the Wild. That's a ball. The next one from McCarl. Reach for it, poked right side. That's going to hit down. The throw is going to come to first. Oh, it's going to come home. And a single to right field for Lardizabal. The 3rd hit of the game for the Wild, and bases loaded for Comstock, who had a home run yesterday. Her and the RBI by Harper Campanella powering the Wild to a 2-1 victory. To right field it goes, tailing towards the line. Coming in, Diaz makes the catch, and the runners hold Diaz. Perfect throw home, too. Now Comstock went at it first pitch. But Diaz, with good legs, got there, cut it off, and zipped it in. So an unproductive fly out for Comstock. Bases loaded for McKenna Dare, who's been on a extra base hit streak as of late. Had a double yesterday, but that's a pop-up in the infield, and Hardy's there. And unfortunately for the Wild, the bases loaded situation will turn into 3 runners left on base and a hit and no runs, which means this tie game will go to the 4th, still knotted at 1-1. So top of the 4th in a 1-1 game, going 7. Danielle Shinko leading off and hits this first pitch into right center field, a single. Well, I want to give you some stats on her, but by the time she gets to first base, it's already time for the next batter. But the Thousand Oaks native freshman, a advertising major at Academy of Art, hit 197 on the year and 117 at bats. 23 hits, 2 doubles, and is 2 for 2 today with 2 singles. That's hit on the left side of foul by Savannah Mitchell. Popped up in foul territory last time up. The Northeast Mississippi Community College player with a 4.50 ERA. 4 hits and 9 at-bats. 2 doubles drove in 2 runs batted in for Mitchell. 41-10 went Northeast Mississippi. 1-2 at the regional rounds. Popped up and straight over us.
Don't hit on it. Oh, that was funny.
A ball and 2 strikes. And the next one on the way. Mitchell pops it up into right field. Griffel a couple steps back, couple steps in. Fighting the sun. Reels it in. Out number 1. Again, McGowan headed off to UC Berkeley. Maybe borrowing someone's batting helmet because it has a Vanguard Lion sticker on the side, which, as the hosting site, will pump our own brakes a little bit, or pump our own tires a bit, as that's a ground ball into left field for a single. Don't want to pump our brakes, we want to pump us up. We're trying to become officially full members of the NCAA Division II. We'll find out that decision tomorrow morning. So hopefully that will come true. So the Cal Bear with another single. Great season for Poway High School. Reagan Johnson digs in 0 for 1 with a ground out. 1 out. Runners at first and second for Reagan, who misses the low pitch away for strike 1.
Swings on crappy pitches and then doesn't swing on strikes.
Johnson, grounder. Campanella touches the base. Throw is in time. And a 5-3 double play will take down the runners on base situation. 2 hits in the inning give the Quacks 4 in the game, but it's still 1-1 as the Wild return to the plate. Harper Campanella fouls the first one away. The Boise, Idaho native out of Bishop Kelly High School. Had the best batting average on Lewis and Clark in 2024. And hit .333 last year with 30 hits, 19 runs batted in, 2 home runs, 1-1 now. Lewis and Clark going 32-13, 1-2 at the regional and the conference tournament. McKenna Dare and Sophia Garcia looking to change those fortunes in 2026. Hardy with an error as it's off the bottom of her glove and into left field. First error of the game for the Quacks as Hardy can't corral it. That will bring up Addison Myers out of Pacific Lutheran. 27-15 went Pacific Lutheran. Drop ball by Chirones. Campanella to second. Myers out of Sumner, Washington, and Sumner High School, hitting .208 for Pacific Lutheran. 5 hits and 24 at-bats, a double and a home run.
Where my cousin went.
Myers yesterday 0 for 2, but has got a hit here. It's to the fence, and it's bouncing at the wall. Campanella scores to put the Wild ahead. And an RBI double for Addison Myers. Makes it 2-1. So the Wild scoring on doubles here today. That's the 4th hit of the game, an unearned run. And Myers picks up her 3rd double and 13th run batted in, leading with Comstock. 13. That's a pitch missing to Lily Rice. 1-0. Saracoso Community College, Maple Valley, Washington, Tahoma High School, hitting .388 at the CC. Freshman with another year to go. Or maybe she's looking to transfer already. Looking now at a 2-0 count. 31 hits and 80 at-bats for Rice. Rice yesterday going 0 for 2. Hits it left side. Hardy. That is a bad hop. It goes right between her arms. Another run will score. It is 3-1. Back-to-back doubles. Now 5 hits in the game, a 3-1 lead, and Lily Rice with her third double. And Hardy was there, but it kicked up on her late and went right between her arm and her shoulder. She'll pop up to second. Will be out number 1, Garcia, to Johnson. And Sophia went 0-5 in 6 games from the plate. The Rancho Cucamonga native out number 1. Egbert from Hillsborough, California, St. Ignatius College Prep, strokes it to right center field. She's going to pick up an RBI. She's headed to second. It's 4-1, and Egbert is standing up safely with her 4th double of the year and the 3rd RBI double of the game for the Wild.
Quackers.
So Myers, Rice, and Egbert with RBI doubles. Griffel drills one to left field, and it's off the wall. Make it 4 doubles. Egbert will hold at third. Griffel in there standing up. And all of a sudden, the Wild are thinking 2 bases with every swing of the bat. Mackenzie Warner stands in. McCarl under some duress here in the bottom of the 4th. Griffel, her 4th double and 5th hit. Warner takes ball 1. It's now 7 hits for the Wild. And 4 of those are doubles. That's a strike on the outer half to Warner, who's 0 for 1. Did not get an at-bat yesterday. Strokes it right off the glove of McCarl, and Warner's going to increase the lead. An RBI single right back up the middle. And it is now 4-1. Three hits in a row. 5 in the past 6 batters. And back to the top of the lineup, Jada Montoya. A strikeout yesterday, 0 for 2, and takes a strike there. 0 for 0 today, 2 walks. Runners at the corners, 1 out. Montoya with no hits in the past 2 games, but had a 3-game hitting streak going. Is that strike 1 over the first 3 days of July, 4 hits in 3 games. Takes another fastball outside the zone. Ball and 2 strikes. And the delivery. And McCarl going for the outer corner. Just rolled it a bit wide. 2-2. All right, to the top of the lineup. in this 11-person roster here for the Wild. That one just misses under the knees for a full count. Payoff pitch. Popped up.
Out.
Toward us. And one hop over the fence behind us.
Huge hop. Big hop.
So another 3-2 offering coming to Montoya. On its way. Grounded to left side. Hardy comes up empty, and the throw is late. Her second error of the inning. Griffles scores. No RBI. It's 5-1, and that is an E6. And danger arises as Lardazabal checks in, 1 for 2. First pitch inside, it missed. No one advances. Lardazabal with 19 hits across 15 games. Only 3 times did she not find a hit. That was June 30th, July 1st, July 2nd. Going 0 for 8 over that stretch with no walks. Otherwise, a hit at least 1 in every game. Had 3 against the Quacks on June 27th. That's her high. And hits that one to short. Hardy this time has it. Races to second for out number 2. Will hold the throw as Lardazabal is in there safely. 6 multi-hit games for Lardazabal, and that time reaches on to fielder's choice. Wander to third, Lardazabal to second. And Austin Comstock stands in with 2 out and 2 on. First pitch, strike, top left part of the zone. Comstock solely in second now with, well, still tied with Myers with 13 RBI behind Avery Cordell of the Crush in the league. Tied for second with Cordell with 20 hits, but that is in foul territory, and out number 3, a foul out, will retire the side and leave 2 aboard. But 2 errors and 4 doubles, 5 hits in all as the Wild swing into action to take a 5-1 lead as we head to the top of the 5th. Linda McCarl will lead off for the Quacks, bottom top for the 9-man Quacks. McCarl struck out her first time up. He had no at-bats at Harvard. Garcia delivers, and chasing coming up empty is McCarl. The freshman now entering her sophomore season. next one on its way. Low for 1-1 tally. The Wild with 8 hits, the Quacks with 5, but it is 6-1 in favor of the West Coast Wild. The top seed, losing only 3 games all summer. Swing and a miss, 1-2. The Wild lost their opening game 5-1 to the Salty Waves. Did not lose again until Monday the 23rd against the Quacks. Strike 3. Out number 1, Garcia. Her 3rd K of the day. I believe that was the first appearance for Bailey Honeycutt in the series in the summer as she arrived. Played a couple games for the Quacks, then left for various travel and other affiliations. And in the Wild lost to the Waves 2-0 on the 30th. The only 3 defeats for the top seed. Althouse 0 for 2. Ground outs both times up. Strike on the inner half. We are going 7. My guess is this is Garcia's final inning work. Most pitchers haven't gone beyond 5 innings unless they freely choose to. Hard hit, but to Lardizabal, who didn't have to move, and pops up and throws for out number 2. And the Wild have done a great job of all 3 pitchers going to roughly the same amount of innings in this Golden Bay Collegiate League. Presley Lawton, walk and a ground out. Swain's first pitch. Lardizabal fields it and throws her out for out number 3. So a shutdown inning for Garcia, who has a 1-2-3 top of the 5th. Your team is up by 5, headed to the bottom half. So McKenna Dare looking at strike 1, the only player to not come up. So 10 of the 11 hitting in the 4th for the West Coast Wild.
I know.
A double yesterday for Dare.
She's like, I'm back to my sunbathing.
1-1. And as the West Coast Wild exploded for a plethora of extra base hits in that last inning, Dare over past 4 games, 5 hits, 2 triples, and 3 doubles. Did not get a hit on the 7th, so not on a hitting streak. Well, she is on a 1-game hitting streak, looking to make it a 2-game streak. If you want to call 1 game a streak, she probably can't. So looking to make it a streak. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. She's 0 for 2 today.
Juju bar. Is there an acai? Yeah. I think we've got it then. Especially
And the
when
next
we
one,
Yeah, I know. I've
fouled
got
away.
something Cool.
And the next one coming in, Dare looks at a ball high and away.
What time are you supposed to get the?
8 a.m.
So what's the
Full count to McKenna Dare, who hit 357 in her sophomore year out of Spanish Springs High School in Reno, Nevada. A foul up and away keeps her alive. 45 hits, 126 at-bats, 11 doubles, a triple, and 4 home runs after hitting 302 in 2024.
At 9 a.m.
So both her and Campanella hitting over 300 in their careers at Lewis Clark. Including a couple good ones there. Swing, foul tip into the mitt for strike 3. Dare unfortunately now 0 for 3 on the day. Campanella got the action going. Fortuitous hop that made Kate Hardy commit an error. So 0 for 1 with a fly out. Scored a run and puts that one into left field for a base hit. Campanella shimmying her way towards second, then retreats to first. The 9th hit of the game for the Wild. And now a hit in 4 straight games for Campanella. 2 doubles and 2 singles. The doubles coming Thursday and Monday. Single on the 8th and today.
Stay in your emotions and like
Myers,
how to be calm and how not to have.
double on a ground out. 1 for 2.
We talk about that stuff.
This is Jeff.
This is Jack. And I go, oh, good stuff, good stuff.
Hit left side, and she's got her second hit of the game. Make it 10 hits for the Wild. Campanella holds at second. Myers, after going hitless in the past 2, makes up for it with 2 hits.
That's when I called you and was just like,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Rice with an RBI double her last time up.
You don't get the NCAA.
Yeah.
Why would you not? But
it's
still.
fine. And that's what he's probably doing. But in my head, I'm like,
Yeah.
spinning.
Jeez,
I'm
yeah.
spinning, you know?
The windup, ball 1.
So that's why I'm just like, I'm all over the place. That's when I'm like,
Rice,
losing my job now.
1 hit so far this week. It was back on Monday, a single, and now a double today. Had a 4-game hit streak going over June 27th to July 2nd. And hits that one foul now left side. Everyone's scattering out of the way there.
Oh.
Strikeout followed by back-to-back singles. 10 hits now for the Wild, leading by 5. A runner in scoring position. McCarl in the motion. Missed upstairs for a ball. Pitch on its way. That's low. Great block by Toronis. No one advancing there, but a full count. Garcia on deck. Delivery. A walk. Missed the zone upstairs. Single walk loads up the bases for Garcia. Garcia had 2 hits against the Quacks on June the 18th. That is her season high. Trying to get out of her 5-game hitless streak. is Garcia. It looks at a 2-0 count. Did so with a single. 1 for 2 today. Finally back on the hit column. And looks at strike one at the knees. Good change up from Lyndon McCarl. 2-1. Campanella at third. Myers at second and Rice at first. On its way. Cut on and empty was Garcia. 2-2. Checks the count with our home plate umpire. And a pitch on its way. She'll miss again. Third strikeout for Lyndon McCarl. Marina Egbert, an RBI double her last time up. 1 for 2. That was her 4th double and 7th RBI of the summer. As the doubles came fast and furious there for the Wild in the bottom of the 4th. Ball 1. Marina had 2 hits against the OC Crush on June the 20th, both singles. That is her summer high. Grounds out one left side. Couple hops into left field. It's going to be 2 runs in. Egbert safely aboard at first with a 2 RBI single. Give her 3 on the day. The 11th hit and a lead extends to 8-1. You want to rule out an error, right? I don't think so.
I didn't know.
No.
It was hard on
Griffel, shallow pop fly. Watson running, and it's going to fall. Griffel has a single and an RBI as Rice tags home. And that will do it. Griffel's RBI single makes it 8 after 5, and the Wild pump up the runs over the 4th and 5th inning.
8 after 5.
And will win this one by a final score of 9-1.
They don't get one more up to bat.
Because they're the home team.
Just automatic.
They're the home team. So it's a walk-off.
'Cause we're on bottom.
Yeah. So a walk-off as Griffel, for the first time this summer, collects 2 hits in a game. She gets 2 RBI as well. Double and a single for her will round things off. Ball game that started right at 9 took an hour and 15 minutes to finish. It was 9 runs on 12 hits, an error, and 6 runners left on base for the Wild. The Quacks, 1 run on 5 hits, an error, and they left a pair of runners. McCarl will take the loss. 0-1. Garcia will take the win, making her 5-0. Althouse 0 for 3, well on ground outs. A walk and 2 ground outs for Presley Watson, 0 for 2. Hardy 2 for 2 with 2 singles. Taronis 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a flyout. Danielle Shinko, an RBI, and 2 for 2 with 2 singles. 0 for 2 was Mitchell. McGowan, a single and a ground out, 1 for 2. 2 ground outs for Johnson and 2 strikeouts for McCarl from the plate, who threw 3 from the circle. Garcia got 3 strikeouts from the circle as well, while only issuing a walk. Montoya, 2 walks and reached on an error, 0 for 0. A single, fielder Swanson, and a pop out for Lardizabal, 1 for 2. An RBI double for Austin Comstock and a pair of flyouts, 1 for 3. McKenna Dare, hitless, 2 strikeouts and a pop out. Harper Campanella, a single, reached on air and a flyout, 1 for 2. RBI double, a single, and a ground out for Addison Myers, 2 for 3. A walk, a foul out, and an RBI double for Lily Rice, 1 for 2. Single, pop-up strikeout for Garcia, 1 for 3. Egbert, 3 RBI, a double, a single, and a foul out, 2 for 3. And Griffel, 2 RBI, a double, and a single, and a walk. We'll name her the player of the game. That is her best performance from the plate this summer. And then Mackenzie Warner was on deck, had an RBI, a single, and a flyout, 1 for 2. So the West Coast Wild will get the rest of the day off, and they get to play now tomorrow at 11 a.m. in the winners game. The Quacks will now play today at around 2:45 as that will be the matchup between Ducktown and the loser of the Crush and the Salty Waves, which will start in, I think, close to noon. So, Justin Burtis saying thank you so much for watching here on this Wednesday morning. Hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you back here in a little bit for game number 2 of this opening day of Golden Bay Collegiate Summer League playoff action.